everybody, Toby Boyce, President Broker, CG Boyce Real Estate Company, coming to you here from historic downtown Delaware, Ohio, 11.5 West Winter Street. Come on down, say hi. We're here by appointment or by chance, so we'd love to see you. Check out our new space. Lots of room to grow, lots of room for putting your pick, selling those houses. Anyway, going to talk market numbers today, and I got my little cheat sheet right here, so if I look down, I apologize. This is a lot of stuff to try to talk about. So basically, in a nutshell, we are kind of entering into a new frontier here. It's called the neutral market. God bless neutral. Neutral markets mean that neither side really has a better advantage than the other. It's going to come down to a lot more condition and situation upon which the buyer or seller is taking on the transaction. So traditionally, 0 to 3 is a seller's market, 6 to 9 is a buyer's market, and right now we are at 3.8. So we're just barely neutral, which is a good, still we favor the sellers, but we're not, like 4.5 would be truly a neutral market traditionally. What that means, 3.8 means there's about 3.8 months worth of inventory on the market. So if we didn't list another house, it would take 3.8 months for us to run out of inventory theoretically. So how does that compare to Central Ohio? According to the Central Ohio Columbus Multiple Listing Service, the Delaware County at 3.8, Delaware City is at 3.8, Delaware County is at 3.7, and Central Ohio is at 3.0. So we have a little more inventory on the market than you might see in some other places. We are also, that's an interesting thing considering how fast things around here tend to go off the market, which tells me that either A, we had a deluge of properties hitting the market, or we've got some high price properties that have stayed on the market, that are above market price properties that have stayed on the market and have started to kind of creep in there and showing that we don't necessarily have a truly uneven balance. The average sale price last month in Delaware County was $217,863. If we do the math wise, it can be around $225. So if you look at the blog post, you'll see it about a $225 and $217. It's basically the $217 is the mean. $225 is if you take the average square footage of house times the average sale price, it comes out to $225,000. So what does that mean? Well, we are $217,000, or it's $123.60 per square foot, which is about $10 lower than what Central Ohio's average sale price is per square foot. So we're running, 123 versus 133. Now our houses on average are about 60 square foot bigger. They're running about 1750. We're running right now this month with 1820. So I guess that's closer to 75. That 123.60 sale price was on a final list price of 124.72 per foot. So what that means is that if final list price was 124.72, you got about 99.1% of that asking price. Now the thing to keep in mind with that number that drives me nuts is that's final list price. So I could list a house for $1 million, reduce the price to $200,000, sell it for $190, and it's listed as being a 95% to list price sales price. It always bugs me that it shouldn't go back to the original list price, but hey, who am I but another real estate broker? On the whole, the lowest priced sale price in Delaware City Schools last month was $10,850. The highest was $399,120. Keep in mind, this is Delaware City Schools, not Delaware zip code. So some of those places down on Cheshire Road that are Olentangy schools are not being included. So what we've got here is we had 42 houses closed last month. That was a 25% drop from September when 55 closed. 42 of those homes, we have 86 active, which was one of the highest numbers we've been able to find. Unfortunately, I'm having an issue pulling up comparables from last couple of months, but it was definitely lower than expected. It was higher than expected based upon Delaware City Schools. We have 62 currently financing and inspections, 8 pending, so that would theoretically could put us in a spot where November, December, there's another 80 houses, so we should be seeing a comparable number for November and December should project out to be fairly similar, and the average scale price of those is $124.76 for the financing and inspections. So I would say that we're probably going to see pretty similar numbers to the 220, the 218, 225 in that ballpark in both November and December. The one interesting number here that came out to me was there's 8 pending properties in Central Ohio, or in Delaware City Schools, for a $97.07 per square foot. I mean, that's a full $30 a foot difference than what you have in the rest of the market. Looking at it, most of these are going to be your are properties that are cash only or bank-owned properties that tend to go pending immediately instead of financing inspections. So that would not, once you take it to that level, you would not be surprised to find that it is $30 a square foot cheaper. So basically what I'm looking at here, the key things to take away from this is we are entering into a more of a neutral market, which is, as a true real estate professional, I like a neutral market. The rationale is, if we're in an extremely hot market, buyer's market or hot seller's market, my value comes from enhancing the transaction and helping you learn more about buying and selling a house and what to look for and what thing to make difference. If I'm taking you into a house and you have one choice, that is, if it's an extreme buyer's market, you're going in that house and you have 500 other houses that replace it, it's really hard to make you feel the need to buy that house. And the other side of the coin is if I'm taking you into a house and it's an extreme seller's market and I basically tell you, hey, we've got 3 hours. We're in this house we had an hour to look at the house. You have to decide while you're here to buy this house, or just forget about it because it'll be gone by the time we would come back for a second showing. What value can I add there? Because I'm just basically a key box opener instead of providing a little more background and depth. So what I'm looking at here is, so that to me is exciting. It allows us to see a truly fluid market. You start to see, you're not going to see extreme numbers and you're not going to see extreme growth. What you are going to see is you're going to see the market slow down and become much more predictable. The volatile markets that we've got here, this is not a historical Central Ohio market. That is not how Central Ohio has operated in the past. Historically, I mean, just go back as long as you can think. We were always at that area that we'd go up a little bit, down a little bit, up, down, up, down. We weren't seeing the massive tsunami type waves that you would see from the coasts. The positive of the tsunami waves is you can make a lot of money, but when it crashes, there's so much over top that it can totally swallow entire markets. As opposed to Central Ohio, we were always slow and steady. A couple percent up, then a percent or two down, a couple percent up, percent or two down, a couple percent. So we were always going up, but we were doing this. And instead of going like this, well, lately we've been going like this. And that just really scares me. Because in the next recession, whenever it happens, you're gonna see market reset prices on some things. And that's a very possible one that would have been an issue. So anyway, this is Toby Boyce, President Broker, CG Boyce Real Estate Company. Give us a call at 740-990-9748. Check us out online at cgboyce.com, or just stop down and see us at 11.5 West Winter Street behind Pat's Records in historic downtown Delaware, Ohio.